I ended up wondering to myself, how many of us actually know what the SDGs are? Ngicela izandla. Can I see hands? Like you actually know what the SDGs are. Okay, how many, please drop them, thank you for raising them. How many of us don't know what the SDGs are? Okay, so you are here, but you are kind of like, I'd like to really know what this is about, I don't know yet. Okay, Mamelani. The people who are here in the front now are not going to just be talking to themselves. This is a symposium. We're supposed to be talking to each other. Unfortunately, I can't rove. Can I rove with this mic? Can I? Yeah? But is this one, is it a wireless mic? Okay. So, cameraman, I'm going to try and stick in front of you because I know we have people online, which I still have to say hi to. But there's no way that this is going to be a silent platform where you just end up just talking to each other at lunch alone. There are 17 SDGs, am I right? Ngicela impendulo, please. There are 17 SDGs, right? Okay. Can we list each of the SDGs, starting from SDG 1? Now, what you are doing is you are trying to inform the people who are in the room who don't know what we are here for, so that you can orientate them a little bit about why we're here. Ngicela SDG 1, please. What is it? Is it end hunger? Who's going to check for me? Who's doing the double checking? It's end hunger, right? I know goal 1 is end hunger. Okay, so for that corner, especially over there, primarily the SDGs are essentially a list of 17 commitments that have been made by the South African government, including other governments of the world, on how they are going to promote development in their own countries. So we are now trying to list 17 of these commitments that they made. So they said they will end hunger, and essentially that means by 2030 in South Africa, no one should be hungry. Now, we just heard from Reverend Mazabane that because of COVID, what has happened is that we have more people in South Africa, I see those hands, we have more people in South Africa hungry right now than they were before COVID hit, as a result of COVID. Which means if we were walking and we are moving forward with this end hunger situation, now we have reversed 2 steps backward because we have more people hungry, but especially we have more children hungry. So what we will have to assess is both the question around who is affected by this situation, but also we will have to answer the question, what can we do about it? Ngicela, you had your hand up, please. So they misled me. My goodness, thank you so much for that. So we've got 0 poverty. No poverty. 0 hunger. Okay. So no poverty by 2030. For South Africa, that means no one lives below our poverty line. One of our speakers is going to be talking to us about that. And then, of course, we've got 0 hunger. Have we got those 2 so far? All right. Number 3. Is she correct? Because she misled me the last time. She said good health and well-being. Is that number 3? So good health and well-being includes indicators such as access to free primary health, and all of those things that have to do with access to health, which, by the way, as a nation, compared to 10 years ago, we've been doing incredibly good at because we've got more access to health services. And in the context of COVID-19, South Africa has been hailed as one of the most responsive countries in the world in addressing the COVID situation. I'm not saying we don't have health challenges. I'm just saying that we've been doing well in that area. Number 4, quality education. It's very debatable in the context of South Africa around whether we are meeting the portion around quality, but we know that in terms of access to education, we've been well over 98% of access for many, many years now, even before the SDGs were in place. Number 5, I'm going to try and move fast now. Gender equality, where's CGE, our partner? So gender equality essentially means we ensure that particularly women and girls that have been excluded from all sorts of processes are now increasingly included. Number 6, clean water and sanitation. Number 7, I'm moving fast just because of time. Affordable energy. ESCOM, anyone? And clean energy. So we're both talking about affordable energy and clean energy, renewable energy, or green energy, as it were. Is anyone from ESCOM here? So we can throw stones at them, no? Okay, so clearly we know that we're not doing particularly great in that area in South Africa. Number 8, decent work and economic growth. How are we doing in that area? Horrible, right? Number 9, speak louder, whoever is speaking under that light over there. Perfect. So that's our goal around industrialization and improving our manufacturing capacity. That's also where entrepreneurs, if you are an entrepreneur in the room, that's where entrepreneurs fall in as well. How are we doing there? We haven't started. That's one perspective. All right. Notice something about the goals. Can you see that they are kind of in categories? We started off up until from goal 1 to goal 5 with the social indicators. Did you notice? And then we're moving to economic ones, starting with clean water, although sometimes that's social, but clean water and then energy, and then we talked about industrialization and so on. All of those are your economic indicators. What's number 10? Reduced inequality, which is a big one for South Africa, because for the longest time we've been the country with the highest level of inequality. We're no longer the highest. I believe Brazil is the highest now, but we're still in position 2 globally. So again, not doing great. So we've now covered your economic indicators. Number 11. Sustainable cities and communities. Number 12. Responsible consumption and production. Love that we know these, unless someone is copying in a computer somewhere. Number 13. Come on, we're almost there. Climate action. What is the actual commitment? I know that's the theme. Climate is the theme. Sure, I got it. What's the actual commitment? Combat climate change. Number 14. Life below water. The idea is to basically say we want to protect the land above and the land below, right? Number 15. Life on the land. What is the actual commitment? What does it say? Can someone check for us? Protect ecosystems. So now we've handled all of the environmental sustainability commitments. Do you see how comprehensive this is? If we could just be faithful to ourselves to actually meet those commitments, we would have a dream world, essentially. Number 16 moves to another area, which we call the governance area. What does it say? Peace, justice, and sustainable institutions. This is where they talk about everything from corruption to accountability to the responsibility of development partners and participation of civil society and citizens in governance. Number 17, partnerships, the responsibility of the global community. Can we give ourselves a round of applause?